Hello and welcome back to a brand new video where today I have some very exciting news which, to be honest, some of us, it's still hard to believe. It's like literally I'm pinching myself right now because this news which Microsoft have announced today is something which I've wished for ever since I ever got into gaming. It was, back in the day I've always wanted this to happen and it might actually happen in the future, which is mind-boggling. And some people are like, Matt, what are you on about? Please tell us. Well, Microsoft today have announced that they will be supporting cross-network play between different platforms and consoles. So the great thing about this is that Microsoft are opening up for Xbox One users to play with players on Windows 10. So, for example, the first game to support this cross-network play is Rocket League, which will allow players to play on their Xbox One as well as PC. So if your friends are on PC and they don't have an Xbox One and you have an Xbox One, then you can play on your Xbox One and play with your friends on PC and play together. So that's the whole point of this cross-network play. And to be honest, Xbox Live on PC, Windows 10, and Xbox One is pretty much the same network, it's just different hardware. Well, that's pretty good news, right? Like, we know we've seen a lot of updates regarding Windows 10, playing games on Windows 10 via your Xbox One console, remote play, and all that kind of stuff. But the big news is that Microsoft are saying, hey, Sony, PlayStation, we would like to open up to a cross-network play which allows and players to play their favorite games across multiple platforms to boost the number of players playing that game. So the main reason why Microsoft is doing this, and to give a bit of more background information to why they would like network play, is simple. Because if you guys didn't know, the Xbox 360 was the best-selling console in that period of time. And the PlayStation 3 did pretty well, but the Xbox 360 was the main console for developers as well as for players. I mean, obviously people have PC as well, but the community was bigger on the 360. Now, when the new generation came out with PS4 and Xbox One, it slightly changed. It basically went in reverse. The Xbox One had less players, and the PS4 gained players. It's pretty much like whoever had a PS3 bought a PS4, and whoever had a 360 either bought an Xbox One or bought a PS4, and pretty much they bought the PS4, A, because it was slightly cheaper at the time, and B, it was powerful. So you had better graphics on the PS4 rather than on the Xbox One. So that was the main reason, is that because Xbox doesn't have as many players, they were saying, hey, let's open up some cross-network play. First, to allow PC players to play with Xbox One players, to obviously boost the number of players online, as well as ask and have an open invitation to Sony to say, hey, do you want to join us and allow us to communicate and play with players across multi-platforms. Now, the big thing is Sony might be like, no. Like, if you want to play on our console, you need to have our console. And fair enough, it might happen, you never know. But, it's great news by Microsoft. Like I said earlier on in the video, like, when I was younger, I was like, I wish I could play Call of Duty like on my 360 as well as with my friends on PS3. Like, how awesome would that be? But yeah, so I have some more information. So the Xbox boss Chris Charler announces today at the Idea Xbox Indie Publisher Program. He said, in addition to natively supporting cross-platform play between Xbox One and Windows 10 games that use Xbox Live, we're enabling developers to support cross-network play as well. So obviously, that encourages them to use like other platforms like PS3, PS4, PS Vita, maybe like the Steam console and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. And this is one of the latest update at the Idea Xbox, which is live today. And because it's at the indie program, this will most likely be only 4 indie games, which are smaller games, which will then increase the popularity and the population playing those games, rather than AAA titles. Now, this might happen in the future regarding AAA titles like Call of Duty, Battlefield, Need for Speed, some of the main games you play today. That might happen in the future, but it's the first stepping stone that a big developer, a big company like Microsoft, to announce a cross-network play open invitation. So Rocket League, like I said, is the first game to support cross-network play between Windows 10 and Xbox One. PS4 hasn't been confirmed yet, but it might be soon, which is pretty interesting. So make sure you are subscribed to the channel, guys, where I'll give you guys all the information once I do receive it. Minecraft could be the next game which could be playable on all platforms. So PS4, PS3, Xbox 360, Xbox One, PS Vita, and PC. Now, the reason for that is that Microsoft bought Minecraft, and everyone thought, hang on a sec, if Microsoft is buying a game, will they prevent like PS3 users, PS4 users, PS Vita users from playing their game? Because technically they purchased the game, and they have the rights to obviously say, oh, I don't want you guys to play the game, but they allow and they still support the game for the other platforms, even though they're rivals. So Minecraft could be the next game which will allow players to play with anyone across all platforms. So you think like, if you're playing your PC version of Minecraft, you can play with guys on the consoles. Now, the biggest issue with that is obviously version updates and compatibility, because on the PC it's far more advanced and developed rather than the console version, and it's completely different as well. So they might just allow all the console guys to play with each other because it's the same version, and the PC guys just play with the PC guys because obviously it's the bigger community. But no, so that's the information which I have at the moment. Rocket League will be the first game, so you can play on Windows 10 and on Xbox One together. PS4 might be announced soon, we don't know, but anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching. Be sure to give this video a massive thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. Comment down below your thoughts about this. Apologies about my voice. I'm just recovering from an illness, and it is rather annoying. But anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Adios, chap.